I'm identifying where P is and where R is. This is the line they're talking about, PR. So earlier I told you that this one says right here 9 centimeters. So this line must also be 9 centimeters. So I'm adding 9 centimeters plus 9 centimeters, which gives me 18 centimeters. Line PR is equal to 18 centimeters. Next, we have angle ARL. So I'm looking at angle ARL. So they're asking for angle R because that is the second letter that they're asking you to identify. ARL. So I remember that. ARL. This is the angle they're asking you to figure out. Angle R. So how do I figure out what is angle R? What I'm going to do is I know that this one right here is 50 degrees and this angle right here is 25 degrees, okay? So when I add 50 degrees plus 25 degrees, because these are opposites, so they are the same, they're congruent, they're equal to each other. So angle R and P are equal to each other. So what is 25 plus 50 degrees? Okay, so I'm thinking about quarters, right? If I were to have 3 quarters, that is equal to 75 degrees. So angle R is equal to 75 degrees. Now, angle PAR. So I have angle PAR right there. So I'm looking at it, and I know that the second letter is A. So I'm looking for angle A. Okay, so I have angle A right here. And to figure out what angle A is, I'm going to subtract. I know that this is 75 degrees and this one is 75 degrees. Okay, so I know that 75 plus 75 is equal to 150 degrees. Now, I know that 150 degrees is my whole entire angle should equal, or my whole entire shape should equal to 360. So if I were to subtract 360 minus 150, what do I get? 0 minus 0, 0. 6 minus 5 is 1, and 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So I have 210. I'm not quite done yet because I know that each side is a measurement, so I'm going to divide. 210 divided by 2. I know that 2 can go into 2 once. Bring down my 1. 2 cannot go into 1, so I'm going to put a 0 and subtract. Bring down my 0. 2 can go into 10 5 times. So I subtract and I get 105. So this one is 105 degrees, which means the angle L is also 105 degrees. So this measurement is 105 degrees. Angle L is also 105 degrees. Angle R, we figured out earlier, was 75 degrees. And angle P is 75 degrees as well. All together is going to give you 360 degrees. I'm going to turn the page. We're on problem page 121, problem number 1. This is the homework. Okay, so it says right here, follow the chart and put the same name of the figure in the boxes. They want you to kind of know what each name means, okay? So for an example, a quadrilateral, yes, has 4 right angles. Yes. Has 4 sides of equal lengths. Yes. Then that is a square. Now, what if their sides are not equal length? Then that is called a rectangle. Now, a quadrilateral with 4 right angles, or does not have 4 right angles, but has 2 sets of opposite sides, angles of the same size, is equal with 4 sides of equal lengths, is called a rhombus. Okay? Now, what if it doesn't have 4 sides of equal lengths? Then it is called a parallelogram. Now, what if there is at least 1 pair of parallel sides, but it does not have 2 pairs of equal sides that are adjacent? That is called a kite. Now, what if there is 1 least of parallel sides, and it is called a trapezoid? So it is a chain of how to identify the different shapes. Okay, I'm going to turn the page. And we're on page 122, and they give you a word problem to do. Number 2 says SQRE, which is right here, SQRE is a square with an area of 49 centimeters squared. RM, which is side R, and M, is equal to 4.95 centimeters. They labeled that for you. Find the measurements using what you know about the properties of squares. So looking at what I know about squares, I know that a square has all equal sides. So that means that 4.95, this side is also 4.95. This side is also 4.95. This side is also 4.95. But I also know, because it tells me right here, that one side is equal to 7 centimeters. How do I know that? Oh, sorry. So right here, RS, I'm going to add 4.95 plus 4.95 for you guys to see. So I'm adding 4.95 plus 4.95 to get my measurement for line RS. So I'm going to add it right here for you to see. 4.95, 4.95. 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 1 is 19. Bring down my decimal because I'm adding, I bring it straight down. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So I get 9.9, okay? Now they asked me for QE. I know that RS and QE are the same because I told you this is 4.95 and this one is also 4.95 because they are congruent or equal to each other. So it's 9.9 centimeters for measurement QE line. Now for C, perimeter. To find the perimeter, I need to figure out how I can add all the sides of the square. So it says right here that an area of 49 centimeters squared. That means area is equal to length times width. And to get 49 centimeters, you need to multiply 7 times 7. So this is 7 centimeters, this one is 7 centimeters, this side is 7 centimeters, and this side is 7 centimeters. Okay? So when I add 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, so I'm going to write it right here. 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, I'm going to get 28 centimeters, or 7 times 4 is equal to 28 centimeters. Now, next they asked me to look for angle angle QRE. So I'm looking at QRE. That means I'm looking for angle R. So now that I'm looking for angle R, I need to figure out how much is angle R. Remember, a square has all 4 angles that are 90 degrees. So angle R is 90 degrees, and so is angle M. They are both 90 degrees. So I'm going to write my explanation. Since the area is 49 centimeters squared, each side length is 7 centimeters. This means that the perimeter is 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, which is 28 centimeters.